Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Alison, and in this video we're going to be talking about how water can possibly affect your eczema. Let's get started. Now, if you are lucky enough to live in a country where tap water is drinkable, then thank your lucky stars for that. However, there are downsides. Now, to prevent the buildup of bacteria in water which could cause illness and disease, water companies have to put certain things in the water. Now, there are other things that don't have to get put in the water, but they prefer to do those anyway, such as fluoride. Now, with that being said, things that are added to water, such as fluoride or chlorine or other chemicals to get rid of nasties like E. coli or even salmonella, they can inadvertently affect your skin. Now, I don't just mean when you're drinking the water, but also when you are washing in the water as well, whether that be via a shower or a bath. Another thing that can also affect your eczema is whether you live in a soft water area of the country or a hard water area. And in fact, the University of Sheffield did actually conduct research which showed that hard water did in fact affect those with eczema. Now, this can be all sorts of things. It can be the itch, the inflammation, or the rash itself. Now, if you are someone who suffers from eczema and you're aware that water is causing a problem, obviously you need to have a bath or a shower to keep yourself clean. Not all the time though. In my previous videos, you'll hear me say maybe try alternating only having baths and showers every other day unless you're getting very sweaty. There are things you can do, so listen up. If you live in a soft or a hard water area of the country, there are certain precautions you can take before using your bath or shower. These can be using an emollient, preferably like myself, a natural emollient, so just literally using a butter or an oil, a natural butter or an oil on your skin before you have a bath or a shower. That can be shea butter, coconut oil, cocoa butter, avocado oil, anything like that at all, just to protect your skin before you get in the bath or shower. Once you are in the bath or shower, make sure you only use warm water and not hot water, because the hot water can strip the skin of its natural oils and also dry out the skin even more. Once you've addressed that, you have a couple of options. If you are having a shower, you can buy something called an ionic shower head, which has little beads which puts minerals back into the water and helps to strip out some of the chlorine or the fluoride. You can also, if you're having a bath, you can add salt to the bath. Now, this is really to do with preference. So in my household, we add the fine pink Himalayan salt, we add Dead Sea salts, we also use Epsom salts and some sodium bicarbonate or bicarbonate of soda. It helps to actually soothe your eczema and add oils back into the actual skin itself. And it just means less itching when you get out of the bath and also gets you ready for bedtime. Now, what you should be doing when you get out of the bath or shower is to be patting your skin dry, not rubbing it aggressively, and then moisturizing straight away to lock the moisture in. Now, I would suggest that if you're having a bath a couple of hours before bedtime, to make sure before you get into bed to moisturize again. This is because experts have found that for some reason, and they still don't know why, people who have eczema tend to itch more at night. I will address how to help yourself at bedtime and in your bedroom for your eczema, but for now let's just stick to the water. Now, if you are someone who lives in a hard water area, there are more precautions you can take. So this is what you need to do. You can actually have a water softener fitted to the main supply of your water in your house. Now, it just means that the upstairs water or your bathroom water will be softened, and it does that by stripping out the calcium and the sodium from the water. It's not very nice drinking water, which is why it's mainly for the upstairs, and most plumbers can do this, and it involves also adding salt to the water. In our house, it cost probably many years ago, about 8 years ago, to have someone fit one for us, and it was around £1,000, and that included the actual fitting and the plumbing and the plumber itself. Now, all I do is we then buy like large blocks of salt which get fitted into the system. Really simple, and you probably have to add the salt to them every 2 weeks, and that softens the water in your bathroom. On top of that, just as a double measure, we also have the ionic shower head as well. We don't specifically need that, but because that adds minerals back into the water, we choose to use that. Now, if you do want to go one step further and remove the actual fluoride from your water, you can actually have a reverse osmosis system fitted, We don't have that fitted. We still have fluoride in our water, but we do have the water softener, which does remove a lot of the nasties from the water and add in some of the actual minerals by you having the salt in there. So that's how you can actually convert your hard water into soft water if you live in a hard water area. Hope that was useful. Now, as a last hint, one thing we do in our household, specifically for my son and myself, because we do get dry, itchy skin, but we haven't had it for a while, thank goodness, is we create our own colloidal oat. And all that is oats, as in the cereal, but not the processed stuff. So try and get the gluten-free organic oats. And if you go on somewhere like Amazon or Whole Foods International or something like that, you will actually find that kind of oats. If you have a coffee grinder, you put some of the oats into the coffee grinder, make it into a very, very fine powder, and you can either mix it directly into the warm water as the water is running in the bath, or what I tend to do is put it into like one of those little sock things, like a pair of tights or pop socks. Put it into a pop sock, try and tie it to the bath, or leave it underneath where the water is running and let the water hit the actual oats in there. That's really, really soothing for your eczema. It does work a treat. So if you're doing that as well as the salt, or alternating on different days, and also then moisturizing yourself with a natural oil, this will work fantastically well. So if you have a water softener, perfect, add these things to it. And if you don't, get yourself an ionic shower head. They're inexpensive and they do work really, really well. Hope you found that all really useful. I will see you on the next video, but remember to like, subscribe, share and comment, hit the notification, and before I forget, below in the description there is the eczema guide, the acne guide and the dry skin guide. So do help yourself and let me know what you think of them. Bye for now.